Hi Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. I do apologize for the late reading, so let's just get right into it. This is a reading for June 2017 for Gemini. Alright, let's see. For Gemini, please. June 2017. Guidance, advice for Gemini. I can feel you tuning in. Oh. All right, we have the Four of Staves that just popped up here. I'm going to put that to the side. So stability, contentment. Okay. Perhaps family, commitments. For Gemini, please. Nope. One more. There we go. For Gemini. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. 2, 3, 4 of 6, other than the jumper, major arcanas. This is very interesting. Gemini, let's get into it. Got my Palo Santo here. Okay. So it looks like this month you're entering a new phase or cycle. You're entering a new phase or cycle. Now this is interesting because I have the Lovers and the Three of Swords directly above each other. So something is coming to an end, okay? That's where you are. There is a not a completion, I don't like that word because nothing is ever fully complete. More so, you are coming to the end of this grade, of this chapter, and soon, or if not already, because I am posting this late, the page is being turned into the new chapter, okay? And where you want that new chapter to be is the Lovers. Now, I'm getting 2 messages for this one. In terms of relationships, a stronger connection, stronger understanding with a love interest, potential love interest, or your partner. Or, I'm getting this for very few of you. I'm getting the majority, the first thing I said. Or you have a choice. You want to be in a place where you can make a particular choice. And you are focusing on, because I have the Hermit here in this position, so you are focusing on working on yourself, through yourself, within yourself, in order to get here. Because remember, the card, the jumper I had, is the Four of Staves. Commitment, family, stability. That's exactly what you want. So that may be the theme here in June, is this stronger connection, this stronger understanding. And I'm getting something about divine timing. Your focus is on looking within yourself. It looks like there has been or is, you are touching upon, for instance, if you are in a particular love relationship or commitment or marriage, I'm getting not so much that you're looking at the other person thinking what is wrong with them or why can't they. I'm getting more that now the tables are turning a little bit and you're turning that onto yourself. How have I contributed to this relationship? How have my shortcomings, what are my shortcomings, and how have they contributed? I'm getting an, you're analyzing within yourself how you may be a part of this connection, this relationship. Yeah, I'm getting something romantic based. I'm getting relationship. I'm getting either romantic or family or marriage, something of that sort, something close to the heart, something you're involved. Okay. This new chapter where you are seeking this connection or this reigniting of passion or this more commitment, the next level. Apparently you really, really want this because you're really looking inside of yourself. You're really kind of introspecting and reflecting. Okay, now where this is taking you is very, very beautiful. The Judgment card. Like I said, divine timing. Here we have an angel looking over the lovers. Whoops. Okay, because if anything is divine timing, it's love. All right. I'm sorry if it's not focusing there. And then we have Judgment. Now, at least in regards to this reading, I'm not getting judgment. I will be judged, or you will be judged, or someone, something divine is analyzing you. Judgment as in divine timing. Judgment as in the next steps or the next approaches that you will take towards this commitment, towards this stability, towards this family-oriented relationship situation. Okay. Again, I had this with Taurus as well. It's like this month is an open gateway. You can either walk through it or stay where you are, but the gates are only open for a short period of time, which is this month. And Taurus had the same thing, but unrelated to, different. The gates are open, okay? And I will get to the advices in a second. The gates are open. You can have this relationship, commitment, connection because it is there, because there is substance in this relationship or in this partnership. There is substance. Enough substance that perhaps you are now even looking and introspecting and reflecting in ways that may not have occurred to you before. That is leading you to the opportunity to walk through these gates. I mean, it sounds a little preachy, doesn't it? To continue on to this next chapter. Because this chapter is coming to an end, whatever it is, or has already come to an end. Again, this posting is late. There's divine connection, understanding. I'm even getting a bit of soulmates, perhaps, something divine. All part of the bigger picture. Okay. Now, advice and additional advice is where it gets interesting. Don't be afraid, but I did have 3 of Swords come up. Okay. Now, you may not like to hear this. It seems like today's the day when I'm doing readings when there may be a little bit of unpleasant guidance or advice. Okay. The 3 of Swords is right beneath this union, the lovers. It is the base of this union and this lovers. Now, this does not mean that there will be a breakup or heartbreak. This means, or at least how I see it in the context of this reading, okay, this divine union, this partnership, the lovers, sits upon the 3 of Swords. It sits upon something that is necessary. It's not that it is built upon heartbreak. It's that heartbreak, the cracking open of the chest, the ego loss, whatever causes this pain, these tears, these swords in your heart, is necessary. Yeah, necessary for this divine union to take place. This heartbreak, this pain is necessary for us to get out of our egos. It's necessary for us to face our shadow selves. It is necessary for us to become better people, better versions of ourselves, better partners, and to help bring us into better unions. Okay, and that is why I have the Lovers directly above it. The fact that there is introspection and going inside and really kind of evaluating things from an inner space, very likely there's going to be this heartbreak or sadness, because this involves shattering of illusions. Okay, it involves this involves shattering of illusions. This involves facing parts of ourselves we don't want to face, that we may be ashamed of, that we may not like. Okay. And again, it seems to be a theme today. Last card I have here is the High Priestess. Wisdom. Balance of the dark and the light. Being centered. Learning lessons. And you manifested this because you want this commitment, this stability, this family. It doesn't come easy. Nothing this worth it comes easy. Again, I have the Ten of Swords above the Judgment. This gateway, this... I don't like using the word divine timing because I feel like it's overused, but I kind of get the feeling you know what I'm saying. This is divine timing. This chapter is closing right now because right now is when the page can be turned. I had the same for Taurus. Right now is when the gateway is opening. Right now is where you can jump into onto a new stair. Let's put it that way. Okay, and it is very wise that you are doing some introspection and reflecting within. It is very wise that you are doing this, because after all, that's where all the answers lie, right? The answers are all, we already have all the answers, we just need to figure them out. Again, though, be reminded in the advice column, if you feel heartbreak, if you feel sadness, it is A, not the end, and B, part of the journey. And there is wisdom in this. And I'm also getting a little bit of, if you are in a union right now, and you want this commitment, this stability, okay, it is possible. Again, take what resonates. It is possible that in order to get to this divine union, to this commitment, okay, there needs to be heartbreak, even in the literal sense. The partner or relationship you may be in may not be this divine partnership that you are feeling a tug and a pull towards. I know you don't want to hear this. Let me further elaborate. Either way, by focusing on the inner space, the heart space, the higher mind and the lower mind, higher consciousness, whatever it is that you, when you retreat inside, or however it is that you connect to higher consciousness, like we said, the answers will be there. And sometimes the answer is there may need to be heartbreak, right? Ego death, or facing your shadow, that balance, learning certain shadows about yourself that you may not want to learn, that may be painful to accept. Or for few of you, it may come with the realization that perhaps the union you are in right now is not the one that you are dreaming to be in. It is not the one union. Again, this does not mean that any unions that are not the one union are irrelevant or any less full of love. This could be a beautiful relationship that you could spend your life with this person and everything will be wonderful. But this divine union, and I feel like you know what I'm saying when I say this divine union where you want to go, which is really encouraging you and supporting this introspection, reflection, going inside, which is leading you to that gateway you can walk through, will or may already have required a bit of heartbreak. That can relate to a variety of things. But remember, there is wisdom behind that. And it's part of balance. It's part of being true to yourself. I'm sure you can resonate, Gemini, when there were times in your life you needed to make a decision that you knew deep down inside was for your greater good, even though it was a difficult decision to make. You knew it was the right thing to do. You were soul guided, or, whatever. You knew it was the right thing to do deep down inside, and you did it, but it was painful. And what got you through that is knowing that this is for your greater good. This is one of those things. This heartbreak will be part of that greater good, because growth pains. Because growth pains, Gemini. I have the Hermit on top of the High Priestess as well. There is wisdom, there is balance, light and dark, shadow self and light self. She's holding a book, she's learning. Beneath the Hermit, it is supporting the Hermit. It is supporting introspection, reflecting inwards, going into that heart space. Wisdom supports that. Again, theme of commitment, marriage, family. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, for June. It looks like this process may have already started, because I did post a little late this month. Again, simply be reminded that there is wisdom in all of this. This is part of growth pains, and more than likely, there will be a little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of pain involved. Sorry to say, but that's what the cards are telling me. In the end, know that this is for your greater good. And in the end, you know what's best to do. Follow your inner guidance. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your journey. Okay? You know best, no one else. No reader, no cards, no therapist, no friend, no boyfriend, no husband, no wife knows better than your inner guidance, your inner compass. So you know what to do. Continue on the path that you're on. Know that heartbreak may be involved. And as it relates to this reading, to divine unions, know that that inner desire to have this is leading you there. But when you've made the decision and the commitment to yourself to be guided to this divine union, to this commitment, to this family, okay, once you've set on that path, there will be bumps in the road. Okay, there will be pain, there will be heartbreak. It's just, again, it's growth pains. It's part of the journey. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called a journey. You know what I mean? We just would all have what we want. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, for this month, for June. I really hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in July.